What's up, guys? HKsmash. Finally have a setup video for you guys. Behind me is my bedroom. That's where I stream from. It's where I sleep. It's where all of the work happens. And I finally had some time to put this video together for you guys, show you guys the equipment, take you through a tour of my room, show you guys how I somewhat live. There goes my air conditioning. So I'm going to take you guys through, show you all the cool equipment, and let's go. Alright, so here's my front door. Alright, now it's very well lit because it's daytime. So first thing you guys see is I have a standing mirror here in my bed and all that stuff. So you're probably wondering, the first thing you see this just random chair just kind of chilling here. This chair I actually used when I first started streaming. There's actually a desk outside that I still kind of use to place stuff on. That chair was the first one I used. I actually broke one of the wheels on it. But I actually decided I didn't want to throw it out. I wanted to keep it around because I figured maybe I could actually use it for something. So when guys like like Mango or when Svika or when I have any company come over, they actually use the chair to get some work done. So I just figured I'd keep it. I don't really have a place to put it, so I just kind of let it sit in my room because I don't really go in this area anyway. So so that's that. So this is my my dresser here. This is where I keep all my clothes, of course. But you see a couple things here. I've got a 27-inch iMac from mid-2011, I believe. This is a completely maxed out iMac. It's the ultimate. It's considered the ultimate iMac. I actually used this for a lot of gaming way back in the day. Before I started, getting back into the PC gaming instead of boot camping this one. As far as the specs on this, this one has, I believe it's the Sandy Bridge i7 processor. It's a 3.2 gigahertz quad core, 32 gigs of RAM. I believe it's the mobile version of the GTX 770, a 2 gigabyte graphics card. It's currently running OS X Mavericks. Mainly, I've been using this actually as a TV. I don't have a television in my room. I like to watch something before I go to sleep at night. And being that my bed is right here, I actually kind of use it as a television for now. But mainly it's actually used for when when you guys place an order when there is stock of merchandise. This computer is actually in charge of processing the orders automatically. So what's kind of nice is when I'm not home and then somebody orders a shirt, it actually processes all the information as far as like the shipping label and where it needs to go. And it actually sends a it sends the information to the printer in my kitchen, prints out the label, so when I come home I could just grab the label, pop it onto a bag, and then I could ship it out. Obviously it hasn't done too much because I haven't had stock. Just kind of show you guys a couple things that are on the desk. This is my bathroom here. We're not going to go in there. This is actually a really cool gift. I got a Titanfall controller from one of my viewers. It was actually donated to me, but it's not just any ordinary Titanfall controller. It was actually autographed by some of the developers from Titanfall, and I want to use the controller because it's so cool looking, but at the same time I don't want to touch it. So I actually haven't taken it out of the box. I want to put it somewhere, like I want to put it in like a glass case, kind of like you would put like a baseball that was autographed by someone, but I don't really know what to do with it yet, so I just leave it in the box. I try not to touch it too much. I just kind of let it sit and leave it up here. Got a 1 terabyte mobile hard drive that I use to back up data from this in particular unit here. Wireless keyboard and trackpad. Got my iPod Nano that I use when I go to the gym. You guys remember Ferdinand? He used to hang out with me when I streamed in the living room. And there's my high school diploma, which I'm pretty proud of it, but I'm not extremely proud. Graduated in 2006 from Comac High School in Long Island, New York. That's where I'm from. Born and raised in New York. Now I live in Las Vegas. And here is my standing mirror. Got my E3 badge here. It's my first huge convention that I've gone to in a long time. I actually went to E3 way back in the day, before it was closed off to the industry when you can actually go. I was working for GameStop when I first went to E3. Long time ago. So this is really cool. Thank you, AstroGaming, for bringing me out. You guys are awesome. I actually had to put my Astro lanyards on there. And I've also got back here, I've got my my Evo competitors badge here, so I kind of hang it up, and that's what I use this for. So now moving closer over to the desk here, I've got this nightstand that I used for other things. Originally my bed was actually facing the wall here and the nightstand was on the other side, but once I got that desk, which I'll get into in a few minutes, I moved everything kind of over so I can fit this in there, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with the nightstand, so I actually kind of put it to good use. So here I have my PlayStation 4. I've got my controller hanging out ready to go. I actually have the other controller charging in the other room, so when I need to switch out controllers, I could just grab one and bring it back and just kind of swap them. So I'll always have a charged controller ready to go. So there's my PlayStation 4, just kind of chills there next to Master Chief, who's actually wearing the Merca mullet that I usually wear from time to time. So he kind of hangs out there. You guys see him in the live stream. He's just kind of hanging out, watching over the room, along with Ferdinand, the Angry Bird, the Stormtrooper Bird. Got some just garbage laying down there. I've got some business cards hanging out down there as well, and just some stuff that paperwork that I don't really need at the moment. Now underneath there, I'm sure you guys recognize that. That's my TE2 Killer Instinct TE2 fight stick from Mad Catz. Pretty much that gets a lot of use, especially just last week when I was using it at Evo, just from the tournament and the casual games, playing around with it. I'm gonna be modding it pretty soon, and of course lately it's been getting a lot of use too. So that's it's got its own little hiding spot to just kind of hang out. When I'm ready to stream, I just kind of pull it out and just kind of sit over here. Now, I've got this box sitting here next to my nightstand. You guys can't really see it that well because the lighting's not so good. That's actually the Oculus Rift. Mango Mustache had brought his... It belongs to Mango, but he has no use for it, so he kind of left it here, so I figured why not just kind of leave it just in case I decide to do some VR stuff. It's actually currently hooked up to my PC, but I haven't really used it. So it just kind of hangs out there. The Hydra system is in there. The actual Oculus itself is sitting behind my monitors, which I'll show you guys in a few. So that just kind of sits there because I don't really have any other place to put it. So that's pretty much this whole area here. So this is the general area here. This is what you guys see. This is my desk pretty much. This is where all of the streams happen, all of the video editing, all of the action that goes down right here. Sorry for the lighting. I know it's really bad. I'm trying to get that fixed. There we go. Perfect. There we go. That's a little bit better. So this is my desk here. Like I said, this is where it all goes down. I'm going to go through all this cool equipment here and show you guys what I got. So I'll go from left to right here. So I've got another chair. Look, I got another chair. This chair won't be here very much longer. I got an awesome donation from Asylum HD Gaming. He donated a DX Racer chair, and I'll be getting that this week, and I'm going to put that together for you guys. But this chair I actually got from Costco. Can't remember the name of it. It's really comfortable. It's a little short for me, though, because I'm kind of tall. But this chair is really nice. It's got really nice bolstering on the sides, and it's genuine leather. It breathes really nice, so I don't really get too sweaty in it. I sit in this thing for hours. Like, you can kind of tell just by the ridges here, but it holds up really well. Yeah, it was like $100 at Costco. I think that's like the general price everywhere. I don't think it's discounted anywhere, but I tried to find it other places just in case it was cheaper, and it seems like that's the general price for this type of chair. For all the stuff that I have in this video, it'll be in the description below, so you guys can get a link to everything that I've got here. This chair is just awesome, so probably going to keep this one around too after I get my other chair. But I'm going to move this out of the way. Just going to move that there. So I'm actually going to take a seat here, so you guys can get at my level. So this is pretty much like the cockpit. I'm gonna look back and forth here. So I got 3 monitors here. I have my Yeti Pro mic that I use with a pop filter here. Got that pop filter on eBay. I think it was free because I had like eBay bucks or something. It was like $6. It's a generic pop filter. It actually connects to my desk here. It's helped as far as like the quality of my voice, so you don't get certain sounds coming out of when I say certain words with like a sharp S or T. It filters all that stuff out. It's really nice. So if you have a microphone like that, the microphone itself is amazing. The pop filter just gives you that extra feel of like professionalism. So as far as sound quality, if you're a sound buff and you want everything to sound really nice, especially your voice when you're commentating, having a pop filter really helps. I know some people like to use like a sock. They put a sock over it. I wasn't really going to do that. I mean, for $6, I mean, you can't go wrong. You put it on your desk and move it anywhere. I can move this thing out of the way, just kind of let it sit here. I don't have it up close to my face because the actual microphone itself is really not necessarily sensitive, but it picks up sound very easily, and it's really nice because I could sit back here and play and look at my monitor, and it just picks up everything. So here we've got my Astro A40s and my mix amp here. I use this mainly to control the sound of the games and the music. So I could just kind of raise and lower the volume here. When you have it connected to your console or your PC with optical, you can control game volume and voice volume, so you can dedicate the sound to either or. The way I have it set up right now is that if I wanted to kind of overdrive the sound to make it really, like if I have it on full blast and I want to make it really, really loud, I can just kind of crank that up. I don't have it set up to favor voice or game, just based on how I have it set up, because most of the time everything's being captured through HDMI, so there's really no need for me to have it that way, but it works really well. I can control the volume really quick, turn it on and off, option for surround sound and power, which is cool, so pretty awesome. And of course, I have my Astro A40s here, have them hanging out, just kind of chilling. I took off the other speaker tag, which allows you to connect the microphone, which you guys see is right down there. I took that off when I was at Evo. I just haven't put it back on yet, and I'm mainly using it just as a headset right now, being that I have my microphone when I'm talking to you guys on the stream. So, yep, got my A40s there. Thank you, Astro, for sending me those. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Moving forward, so some of the other equipment that I've got here. Talk about this stuff here. So this is a Razer Blackwidow Ultimate. This was actually a Mac edition. It's a USB keyboard. I used it on my iMac over there because I gamed on it. Don't use it anymore, but I didn't want to go out and buy another one of these, so I'm just using it right now. So it's got a lot of the Mac layout as far as you know, command and control and things like that. So it's really meant for an Apple computer, but it works really well on PC. So been using it for now. It lights up. It's mechanical. Enhance. Enhance. Okay, never mind. Razer, Epic, Naga. Use that for World of Warcraft. Beat the ever-living crap out of it, as you can see. Works really well. Love it. Still works. Got my iPad here that I actually use to, what do you call it? Watch the chat. That's mainly how I watch the chat from Twitch. So that kind of just sits right there. So when I'm watching, when I'm actually doing what I got to do on this monitor, I could just see the chat here and just kind of go back and forth. So I'm not necessarily doing this all the time to look at everything. I'm just focusing on what I'm doing. And I could just kind of do something like this a little bit. So there you go. Now, to show you guys the monitor setup, I have 3 monitors, 2 of which are the same. The third is slightly different. They're all 24-inch monitors. They're all Asus monitors. The first monitor that I have that you guys are looking at right here is actually the Asus VG248QE. This is a gaming monitor specifically for first-person shooters and really fast-paced games. This monitor is very similar to, I believe it's the BenQ monitors that are used for most of the MLG tournaments. Thank God I had these monitors, because I wouldn't have done as well at Evo if I didn't have them. So the 1 millisecond response time, roughly about 250 bucks. I got this monitor on sale from Amazon on Black Friday. I got it for like, I want to say it was close to like 180 bucks. I got it really, really cheap. And because of that, I have 2 of them. So these 2 monitors are the same. At first, I was like, that's kind of stupid for me to buy 2 of them. But then again, the type of monitor that it is, I mean, I could have gotten just another 24-inch monitor, and it probably would have cost me a little bit more, or maybe a little bit less. But the value that this thing has, and for the amount that I got it for, so I got this one for, it was like 180 bucks. And then because I wanted to buy, I looked at the other one, I was like, maybe I should just buy another one. I actually got this one slightly cheaper because I bought them together. So I couldn't pass up on it. I mean, I saw the deal. You know, I love Amazon. Who doesn't love buying stuff on Amazon? So so I got 2 of them. I use this one mainly for the gaming. This one I use to kind of monitor everything else. But yeah, so I've got 2 Asus monitors there. I know you guys can't really see it. I'm sorry, but the lighting is really, really terrible in here right now. I'm trying to get that to work. But up there, you guys can't really see it. It's a Logitech C920 HD webcam that I use that you guys can see me on the live stream watching everything. God, man, this lighting is really, really bad. But there's a webcam up there, I swear. It's there. It's hanging out. Thought about getting another one just to set it up someplace else. But yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that. So, yep, got the Logitech C920, 2 Asus monitors, and then I've got my third monitor here. This in particular monitor is actually the same one. I'm going to just close this for a second. Got my product list here, so I'm actually going to start posting some links for you guys. This is actually, I believe this is the 248 monitor. It's the step below. As you guys can see, the color, you can see the color difference. I have the exact same displays on both of these. They're all set to the same brightness. But as you can see, this one's got more of a true color to it. This is a little bit more darker than this one is, because you can see it's much brighter. So this is the gaming monitor, and this is just the standard monitor. As you can see, like, so my phone's trying to adjust the brightness, and you can see that this one gives off way too much light than this one. This monitor in particular I use just to capture everything. I put a lot of images on here, green screen captures. So like all my when somebody subscribes, the subscriber alert actually sits in the corner. Follow alert goes on this side. I've got my Smash bot is actually running on this monitor here, so I can monitor somewhat the chat and make sure the points are going out and make sure the commands are working properly. I can update the stream broadcast from here, which is kind of nice. So I mainly just use this monitor just to kind of put stuff on there. Being that I could still use this one in particular, because I switched the input from DVI to HDMI when I'm playing my Xbox or my PlayStation. I can still put stuff back there and just let it sit, and then OBS will actually capture everything. So I have a lot of space here, but then when I don't have enough space on this one, I can move everything over to here. So I just kind of let most of the important stuff just sit there because I don't really use it that much. Still a great monitor. It's 24 inches. It looks really nice, and that's pretty much what everything looks like right there. I gotta say, like, playing like Titanfall with 3 monitors is incredible. I usually had everything set to the center monitor here. Being that I've been playing a lot of PC games, it's tough for me to set the games to capture properly on OBS and XSplit, so I actually moved my main desktop over to this monitor here, and works out pretty good. So everything works on this monitor, and I just pretty much let these 2 monitors do all the other work. So right there, I've got a $20 bill. I don't know why, but it's there. I got my PlayStation 4 camera. I use that mainly for chat when I do party chats with you guys on PlayStation 4 games. Lately, when I've been playing the Destiny beta, been using that to kind of keep in touch with you guys, being that I don't have my headset connected to my console directly, because I use it just to hear everything from the PC, which I'll go over in just a minute. I kind of have that sitting back there. Now, speaking of which, I'm just going to stand up for a second. Behind this monitor in particular, I have my Xbox One kind of chilling back there with the Kinect, and as well as the Day One controller. It's a Day One console. I got it as a birthday gift. I didn't get it the day it launched because I was kind of undecided if I wanted to do a PlayStation or an Xbox, and then after further research, I was way leaning towards the PlayStation, so I said, I'll wait for the Xbox to go down. Then I ended up getting it as a birthday gift, and I've been happy with it ever since. But yeah, it just kind of sits back there. I have my Kinect sitting on top, so I can talk to you guys when I'm doing the party chats and stuff. It's gonna probably get really dark, but I have my my router, my Airport Extreme, just kind of chilling back there. I have my PlayStation, Xbox, and my PC all connected to that router. You can't really game on wireless. I mean, if you game on wireless, that's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I got kind of a messy wire setup back there. Oh, and there's the Oculus Rift just kind of hanging out with the DVI connection. The Oculus works like its own display, so I actually have to take one of these 3 monitors offline in order to get that to work, because that's the first dev kit. I don't know if it's going to change in dev kit 2, but for now it just kind of sits back there until I'm ready to use it. And just to kind of go around here, I've got my Lacie 4TB backup drive. It's a, I think they call it the Little Big Disk. It's 4 terabytes. It has Thunderbolt and USB 3.0. Right now I have it connected to both my PC and my my MacBook Pro, which I'll go over in a second. I transfer data with this guy. I'm actually looking to upgrade to a Drobo and connect it actually underneath my desk to get rid of this, so that I can get rid of all the wires and just have a wireless backup system with much more storage space. But for now, that works. 4 terabytes. I still haven't filled it up yet. I've got my cup of coffee from breakfast this morning. And of course, where it all started, my Astro A50s hanging out here. This is where it all started, man. This is the headset that that was given to me by Astro when I actually bought my first pair and it wasn't working. I did a review on them. And Astro hooked me up with these after the first pair I got broke. They didn't even question me about it. So again, thank you guys so much for being awesome. But I still use the A50s. I keep them around, especially when I have guests come over and we're playing games together. I have two headsets. I use the A40s. I have somebody use the A50s, where we swap back and forth. But I didn't want to take them off my desk, even though I don't necessarily use them on the stream. It looks cool. I love the stand. I like the way everything looks. And it's actually currently connected to, I believe it's connected to my PlayStation. But I let it sit there. I let it stay charged. Just in case something does go wrong, I've got my backup pair. They're amazing. Love them. Now, moving on, I've got this MacBook Pro sitting here. This is like my mobile studio. I use this for all of my video editing. I use it for all of my, pretty much everything. This is like my everyday use computer, as well as, you know, for work. This is a mid-2013 model. This is the ultimate model, of course. You know, you can't really skimp out on stuff like this. This one has the 2 GB graphics card, the i7 quad-core processor, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte solid-state hard drive. Friggin' incredibly fast computer. Right now, it's actually currently connected to my backup drive. It's just transferring information. I was just doing some stuff on Final Cut, just rendering some stuff right now. Probably paused it, but that is what it is. I'll just start it up again. But yeah, this is, I use this just in case the PC goes down, because it's very much just as powerful, but it works really well, and it looks really good. All my Photoshop stuff is done on here. Just an amazing, amazing computer. Take it with me everywhere when I get a chance to. Now, underneath, as you guys can see, it's an absolute cable disaster. I'm going to get so much shit for this, but look at that mess. No one's got a mess like I do. It's absolutely terrible. I'm gonna try to get under there. But I've got most of my charging cables there. This is probably a fire hazard. But it is what it is. I have a Monster power switch there that has all of my hard drives connected to it, including the MacBook Pro charger and the PlayStation 4. I've got my HDMI splitter down there. Got that from Best Buy. It was like 60 bucks. I have my PlayStation and my Xbox connected to that. I just press a button on the top and it switches, so I can have both the consoles running at the same time. I can go back and forth. I plan on connecting a Wii U to that at some point when I get one, when the time's right, but I will have that connected to there, and I'll probably either put that there or maybe back behind there, or who really knows. I'm running out of space really quickly. I have a... I can't remember the name of it. It's a battery backup source that I have my PC connected to, just in case I have a power surge. I do live in Vegas, so we do get power outages quite often. So just in case something does go wrong, that's there to keep everything running for, I want to say that battery pack in particular runs everything that I have connected up to 1 hour, which is still very good, considering that I've got a huge PC, a MacBook Pro, 3 monitors, a PlayStation, an Xbox, and all this stuff, for the most part connected to all of this. It's pretty good. It looks a lot worse than it really is, I swear. It's not that bad. It's just that cables are just laying on top of each other, and I just haven't had the time to really manage everything. Plus, the way my room is set up, I don't really have much room to manage all of this stuff, so I kind of had to let it be. I could zip tie everything, but then I've just got a jumble of cables sitting on top of each other, zip tied, so I kind of figured might as well just leave it and just let it be. I have my PC there. It's my gaming PC. I use that mainly for just the stream, only for like recording and stuff. I don't do any editing on it. I don't do anything but gaming. I run the stream. I run games on it. I don't really surf the web on it. I don't check my email on it. I don't do anything like that. I don't download none of that stuff. That is strictly for gaming. That is it. I turn it on when I'm streaming. I turn it off when I go to bed. That's it. I don't, you know, right now I just have it on for the purpose of this video. As far as the specs, I'm going to put everything in the description below. I've got 8 gigs Vengeance RAM that's going to get swapped out very quickly. I'm actually going to upgrade that. I've got a 1 terabyte Samsung solid-state hybrid drive. I'm going to upgrade that to a solid-state very soon. Have a Nvidia GTX 770 2 GB graphics card. It's overclocked. Love that thing. I'm actually planning on getting another one so that I can have a little bit more processing power when I'm playing PC games and streaming, instead of buying a whole new PC just for gaming. I don't have the money for it, so I might as well just keep upgrading this one because it's an absolute beast. 6-core i7, I believe it's a 970 3.2 i7 processor. The thing is wicked fast. It is so efficient. It's amazing. I love it. This computer handles pretty much anything that I throw at it. flawlessly without any problems. Aside the fact that it's running Windows 8, that's really the only problem that it has. I'm going to probably downgrade to Windows 7 because Windows 8 is absolutely atrocious and it just doesn't really work very well with some of the games. I'm not going to go back there and show you guys the wiring because it's just it's god-awful, I'm telling you. So back there I've got my DOSIS 3 Motorola Surfboard modem. That thing is insane. Really, really efficient. And it's really, really small and works really well. I got that on sale too. Another Amazon gift. Let me see, how much did I buy it for? I want to say it was close to like 70 bucks. It was really cheap. I think they normally go for closer to 100, 110. So that was pretty good. I think that's everything. I think I've covered most of the stuff as far as what I wanted to cover. But yeah, I'm gonna actually put a description in the some stuff in the description rather, so you guys can see exactly all of the details about all the products that you guys have seen, and all the stuff that I use. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to see some changes, let me know. I have a lot of ideas of stuff that I'd like to do to the PC, but that's pretty much the only big change I'd like to make right now. Until I have a bigger place to sit and actually do this stuff, I have to kind of work with what I got. But I think I manage. I like the setup. It's a lot of fun. I feel like I'm really in control of everything, which is nice. I feel like I'm just like I'm in command. This is my command center. This is definitely my command center. Let me just move back here so you guys can see a little bit more. Cool. I got my Shadow Jiggle codes down there too. I'm gonna give those away. I gotta give most of those away. But yeah, that's pretty much my room, guys. It's a pretty big mess. Cables everywhere. Typical, you know, gaming setup. Once I have, like I said, once I have a different setup, you know, maybe a smaller mid tower. That's actually mid tower, by the way. I plan on getting something a little bit shorter and wider, so I can actually move it around a little bit. But yeah, gonna look to make some changes, but for now I think this works very well. I couldn't have had any of this stuff without you guys, so first and foremost I should really be thanking you guys for all of your continued support and allowing me to continue to stream and showing your support every day. All the new subscribers that come out, all the subscribers that we have, and all the followers on Twitch, man, you guys are just absolutely amazing, so thank you guys. Let me know what you guys think about the setup. Let me know what you guys think I should change, what I should upgrade, what I should get rid of. I'd really like to know as far as the setup is concerned. And if you guys have a cool setup, send me. I want to see it. I want to know what you guys have. And of course, thanks for watching. See ya.